This newscast is brought to you by Lawo. The 45th Manaki Brothers International Cinematographers Film Festival in Bitola, North Macedonia, is approaching its peak. In the meantime, the screenings and accompanying events continue. On Wednesday, September 25th, the festival's program proceeded as scheduled and briefly brings you the latest updates. Airy panel, Inspiring Your Vision, took place at 10 o'clock in the Manaki Cinema, while a press conference proceeded at 11 in the Army Hall. It featured cinematographers whose films had already been screened the day before. Prior to covering the screening, it makes sense to return to the subject of new technologies, which is widely discussed at the festival's panels and master chats. It is well known that the shift from shooting on film to digital has almost removed barriers to movie duration. Briefly asked Bruno Delbonnel whether he thinks that some filmmakers abuse the opportunities that digital technologies provide.
Yes, they probably do, but it's okay with me, so it's every time there is a new thing coming, a new technology, you push the boundaries of it and you push the limit of it, and then it creates a new request for new technology. So it's the way things are moving forward in some ways. If you compare it to painting, you could say that when all the painters were painting in their studio, and suddenly a company was able to put paint in a tube, and so the impressionists went outside to paint on location. So it changed the whole painting world. So I think new technology are always pushing the boundaries of something, and you can explore new territories. That's fascinating in some ways.
The screening program started at 5 o'clock at the Manaki Cinema with a short film showcase. It featured 5 titles, including the North Macedonian film Frame of Mind, cinematographer Dusan Kardalevsky, director Alexandra Kardalevska, The Real Truth About the Flight, cinematographer Alana Mejia Gonzalez, a co-production of Hungary and Spain, the Iranian film Sheep, cinematographer Adib Sabhani, the Estonian film Drifting Apart, cinematographer Peter Kalani, and Good Boy, cinematographer Kinan Masarani, France. The screening was followed by a Q&A session. Alongside the screening at the Manaki Cinema, the Cultural Center hosted a showcase of the Japanese documentary film Gamma, shot by cinematographer Yoshiko Takano.
At 7 in the evening, 2 concurrent screenings took place. The film Robbie Mueller, Living the Light in honor of Robbie Mueller at the Manaki Cinema, and Evil Doesn't Exist, produced by Japanese cinematographer Yoshio Kitagawa and directed by Ryosuke Hamaguchi. The Evil Doesn't Exist is a philosophic film full of very long takes of a nature, facial close-ups, and camera passages. During the Q&A session, its cameraman Yoshio Kitagawa explained that the production was extremely low budget, which caused significant restrictions and pushed them to find ways to accomplish it within the existing financing. For instance, some shots were taken handheld, and most of the actors were amateurs. 2 more screenings wrapped up the 5th day of the festival. Quas, part of the European Panorama, cinematographer Azamat Dulatov from Kazakhstan, showcased at the Manaki Cinema, and Dream Scenario shot by cinematographer Benjamin Loeb and directed by Christopher Borgli. The latter, produced in the US, also competes in the main category Camera 300.
Now let's move on to other updates. Bryce Boynton has joined Lawo as sales manager for audio production in the United States. He'll be based in Denver. Boynton holds a diploma in audio recording, several industry certifications, and a Bachelor of Arts degree in music with a focus on music performance. Bryce began his career recording classical music as a senior audio recording engineer at the Aspen Music Festival and School, which laid the foundation for his subsequent sales roles at DPA Microphones and Reading Audio. He'll report to Forrest Sussman, Senior Vice President Sales North America and Head of Sales for the Americas at Lawo.
Hollywood film director James Cameron has joined the board of Stability AI, 40 years after making The Terminator. His role will center around how the technology can be used in special effects. Stability AI is best known for making Stable Diffusion, which can generate images based on a user's text prompt, and it has now developed Stable Video Diffusion, which works in the same way. Proponents of AI video generation say it will enable artists to quickly create complicated digital effects. Cameron previously said he used AI to help with the special effects used in the making of 2022's Avatar sequel The Way of Water, which is the 3rd highest grossing film of all time. OpenAI's rival video generation tool Sora is the most high-profile name in the space. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, Friday, September 27th, we'll bring you more news from the 45th Manaki Brothers International Cinematographers Film Festival.
This newscast is brought to you by Lawo.